The Steam Game Festival is over. I played a lot of demos. Here are the ones that stood out for good and bad reasons. Boomerang X by Dang is a wonderfully simple and challenging arcade-style FPS where you get to use the weapon in Krull to kill waves of shadow monsters and feel like a badass while doing it. You can throw the boomerang, then use it to slingshot yourself across the map, which makes for some creative platforming. There is also some super cool abilities like slowing down time when you charge up your shot. It was very satisfying once I got used to dodging all the critters while flying through the air like a boss. I wishlisted this one, even if I don't end up reviewing it. Minute of Islands by Studio Fizbin is a puzzle platformer that takes place in a fungal post-apocalypse in the style of Nausicaa. You play as Mo, a young girl that has to save what is left of the world by saving 4 giants that power the machines needed to survive. Before the story really begins, you know that Mo is doomed. Mixing that with a colorful yet graphic aesthetic makes things almost surreal, and if you watch my stuff, you know that means I like it. I have been watching this project for a while, and I am looking forward to reviewing the full game soon. Lunark by Chicory Games is a 8-bit throwback emulating the style of Out of This World, The Way, Flashback, you get the idea. The demo sets up a world of technological advancement as well as ancient temples to discover. The gameplay is straightforward and the boss fight was enjoyable. The looks and music were on point too. I will definitely be playing this when it comes out because I love me some adventure puzzlers. Chicory, A Colorful Tale is being developed by Greg Lobanoff, Alex Dean Jones, and Madeline Berger. You get to play as a little dog who finds greatness thrust upon them, picking up the magical paintbrush that colors the entire world. As a top-down adventure game, there are spatial puzzles you can solve using the addition and subtraction of colors from the world around you. The aesthetic is like a children's coloring book, which is super charming, and the combat I found to be fun enough to keep this game on my radar. Hazel Sky by Coffee Attic Studio is an immersive narrative adventure. You play as the latest in a long line of engineers in an alternate reality where society is arranged by profession, engineers being higher than most, it seems. As a rite of passage, engineers are taken from the floating city where everyone lives and dumped on an island where you have to solve puzzles in order to invent your way back home. The graphics are nice and the objects you find all have stories behind them helping the immersion. There are also dark elements such as finding your cousin's corpse or seeing a shadowy figure on the beach. Looks interesting, but I will wait to see how much the game grows before its release, which is slated for later this year. Beyond Mankind by Brittenwalda is lofty in concept and perhaps stuck in its own head. You are an artificially grown, genetically superior human that was created to take back the world from the original humans, who have mutated to be more aggressive, leading to a nuclear fallout. This is a cool concept, but the execution takes itself too seriously. For instance, the program that makes these super soldiers is named HOPE, and not once do they simply refer to it as Hope, or your character's ability to instantly flirt with the first female you meet. These unnatural elements betrayed the believable world they were trying to convey. I can't say that for sure because I couldn't finish the demo due to the controls not working correctly. Steel Assault by Zenovia Interactive is a wonderful send-up to shoot 'em up in bullet hells like Gunstar Heroes, Sunset Riders, and Contra. With the help of a bionic commando-style grappling hook, you climb, jump, and dash your way through wave after wave of enemies in a post-apocalyptic America. Gain power-ups to widen your path of destruction, and do your best to avoid the wall of bullets coming your way. This game holds nothing back in difficulty, so be ready to yell in frustration and keep trying. There are also some cool visual effects like CRT scanlines and bowing the image to better replicate the CRT style. If you want a new Super Nintendo shoot 'em up, add this to your wishlist. Narita Boy by Studio Koba is a game you may have already heard about, a rightfully hyped game that mixes Tron with a techno-fantasy Metroidvania. Armed with the Trichroma Blade, your character Narita Boy has to rid the system of an evil program by unlocking the memories of the creator. Combat is a joy with the ability to slash or shoot your enemies, and a smooth dodge function that also aids in platforming. The style of this game is stellar, mixing 16-bit style graphics with an old monitor filter that gives an ethereal halo to everything. The music was also wonderful in representing the 80s techno aesthetic. So yeah, just wishlisted already. Lastly, we have A Space for the Unbound by Mojikin. This is an interesting adventure set in what appears to be the real-world present day. You play as Atma, and with the aid of a magic red book, you can dive into people's hearts, helping them overcome their issues. You only get a taste of the story, but the characters seem solid, and there were a lot of interesting things seeded in a short time. The sprite-based animations are well executed, as well as the choice in colors for being a limited palette. Again, I like adventure puzzlers, so this game is going to be played by me at some point later this year. Okay, that's all the demos I played. Did you like any of these? Talk to me about it. Thanks for watching, and take care.